Hello guys, welcome to my channel Science Router, and it is second page of chapter number 1 of class 8th crop production and management. Here we go. Different variety of the crops grown in the different parts of the country. Despite this diversity, two broad cropping patterns can be identified. As we know, India is a very vast country, and due to the climatic conditions like temperature, like humidity, and many more, different type of the crops are grown in different parts of the country. And इतनी डाइवर्सिटी होने के साथ साथ we identify two broad or two main cropping patterns, which are these. First one is kharif crops. These crops which are sown in the rainy season are called the kharif crops. So the crops which we sow in rainy season is known as kharif crops in rainy season. The rainy season in India is generally from June to September. So the crops which grow in June and harvested in September, these type of the crops is known as kharif crops or rainy crops. For example, paddy, maize, soyabean, groundnut and cotton are the example of the kharif crops. Further, second one is rabi crops. The crops grown in the winter season, and the winter season is from October to March. The crops which sow in October and harvested in March, these type of the crops is known as rabi crops. Example of the rabi crops are wheat, gram, pea, mustard, linseed. Linseed means होता है अलसी. Beside these, pulses and vegetables are grown during summer at many places. So, during the summer seasons, pulses and vegetables are grown in between the rainy season and winter season. Basic practices of the crop production. Cultivation of the crop involves several activities undertaken by the farmer over a period of time. You may find that these activities are similar to those carried out by a gardener or even by you when you grow ornamental plants in your house. Okay, now we discuss about the practices that involved in agriculture or any activity which involved during a plant growth. These activities of the or the task are referred to as agriculture practices. So the activity which is performed to grow the crop or the plant is known as agricultural activities or agricultural practices, which are listed below. And here are the properties. First one is preparation of the soil, second one is sowing, third one is adding manure and fertilizer, fourth one is irrigation, fifth one is protecting from the weeds, and sixth one is harvesting, and last one is storage of the crops. So preparation of the soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizer, irrigation or watering, protection from the unwanted plants, harvesting after maturing the plant, and storage of the crops. These are the activities which we study further one by one. First one is preparation of the soil. The preparation of the soil is the first step before growing a crop. So, as we know, before growing a crop, we need a proper soil so that the plant or the crop we grow must be very good in nature. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. So, एग्रीकल्चर में फर्स्ट थिंग हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, सोयल को टर्न करना पड़ेगा और उसको लूज करना पड़ेगा. दिस अलाउज द रूट्स टू पेनिट्रेट डीप इनटू द सोयल. अगर हम सोयल को टर्न करेंगे और लूज करेंगे. इट विल हेल्प द क्रॉप टू पेनिट्रेट डीप इनटू द सोइल, ताकि वो अच्छे से ज़मीन में जा सके और अच्छे से वो ग्रो कर सके. Thus, loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. So, what the loose soil do? Loose soil allow the root of the crop to breathe easily even when, मतलब जब तक कि they go deep into the soil. Okay. Why do the losing of the soil allow the roots to breathe easily? So, what is the question over here? That losing of the soil allow the roots to breathe very easily. Why? So the answer is the loosened soil help in the growth of the earthworms and the microbes which are present in the soil. So loosened soil क्या हेल्प करेगी? आपकी जो सोइल के अंदर अर्थवॉर्म और माइक्रोब्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं उनको ग्रो करने में हेल्प करेगी. ये जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स होंगे अर्थवॉर्म और माइक्रोब्स आर फ्रेंड्स ऑफ द फार्मर सिंस दे फर्दर टर्न एंड लूजन द सोइल, क्योंकि एक बार इनका ग्रोथ हो जाता है उसके बाद ये आपके सोइल को टर्न करने का काम और लूजन करने का काम खुद करेंगे. एंड ऐड ह्यूमस टू इट, एंड ऐड ह्यूमस टू योर सोइल एंड द सोइल क्वालिटी विल गुड. But why the soil needs to be turned and loosened? So now what is the question is, what is the need to turn the soil and loosen it? Okay, हमने पता कर लिया कि हम सोइल को लूज़ करेंगे, ठीक है, उसको टर्न करेंगे तो हमारे जो क्रॉप है उसकी जो रूट्स हैं वो डीप तक पेनिट्रेट हो सकेंगे. बट ये चीज़ क्यों ज़रूरी है लूजन करने को? ठीक है, लूज़ करने इसलिए ज़रूरी है बिकॉज उसमें आपके अर्थवॉर्म्स और माइक्रोब्स ग्रो कर जाएंगे सोइल के अंदर, जो कि आपकी सोइल को टर्न और लूज करने में फर्दर हेल्प करेंगे और ह्यूमस को ऐड करेंगे. नाउ व्हाट इज़ द क्वेश्चन नाउ, वेयर द सोइल नीड्स टू बी टर्न एंड लूजन. वाई? हमें सोइल को टर्न करने की लूजन करने की क्यों ज़रूरत है? ओके, हेयर इज़ द आंसर. You have learned in the previous classes that soil contain minerals, water, air, and some living organisms like earthworms and microbes. In addition, dead plants and the animals get decomposed by the soil organism. As we know, many type of the living organisms live into the soil, and soil contains minerals, water, and air also. And in addition, यानी कि इसके साथ साथ डेड प्लांट्स, डेड एंड डिकेइंग मैटर ऑफ प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स आर ऑल्सो इंक्लूड इन सोयल एंड दे द डेड एंड डिकेइंग मैटर decomposed by the soil organisms. Okay, in this way various nutrients in the dead organisms are released back into the soil, and these nutrients are again absorbed by the plant. So when the soil organisms decompose dead and decaying matter of plant and animal, then they release the nutrients into the soil, and the released nutrients which are used by the plant for growth. Since only a few centimeters of the top layer of the soil support plant growth, as we discuss in class 7th, the different layers of the soil, ठीक है, उसमें क्या होगा, आपकी जो टॉप लेयर होगी सॉइल की वो आपके प्लांट के ग्रोथ करने के लिए हेल्पफुल रहेगी. ओके, एंड टर्निंग एंड लूजिंग द सोइल brings the nutrient rich soil to the top so that plant can use these nutrients. तो आप अगर सोइल को टर्न करोगे, उसको लूज करोगे, तो आपकी जो सोइल की जो टॉप मोस्ट लेयर है वो न्यूट्रिएंट्स में रिच रहेगी, क्योंकि हम अपनी जो ऊपर वाली लेयर होती है टॉप लेयर ऑफ द सोइल उसी में हम प्लांट को ग्रो करते हैं, उसी में आपका प्लांट ग्रो करता है प्रॉपरली. वही न्यूट्रिएंट से आप रिच कर दोगे तो आपका प्लांट या जो भी क्रॉप होगी वो काफ़ी अच्छे से ग्रो कर पाएगी, उसके रिज़ल्ट काफ़ी बेनिफिशियल रहेंगे. थैंक यू गाइस.